Guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. We got a coffee and a breakfast here, and I wanted to film a little morning routine for you guys. I'm here alone this morning because David is out playing golf, and I figured, you know, why not film a little bit of a morning routine. I have nothing crazy going on this morning, so it's just me and the boys in the back. They're sleeping. There's Sam. Kona's over here. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna go along my weekend morning routine, kind of just chill, relax, and having our breakfast, having some potatoes, get a little bit of a workout in. Today is gonna be such a beautiful day. It's already warm out, which is so nice. If you guys are from Quebec, or if you guys are from, I guess, Canada in general, you know the different crazy weather that we get. And like literally this week we had a snowstorm and our lawn was covered in like 10 centimeters of snow. Now the snow is all gone, so the warm weather is coming. I don't know, weather is crazy. It'll be like plus 20 one day and then -3 another day with tons of snow and then plus 20. Spring is crazy here. So today is a nice day. We're gonna enjoy the weather, enjoy the outdoors. I love being outside. It just makes me feel so much better. So let's eat some breakfast and then we'll get on with the rest of the morning. Just finished taking the dogs for a walk. If I'm squinting, the sun's kind of in my eyes right now and it's hard to like see. They're sitting outside chilling with me. Kona's eating some grass over there. He is like a cow. He just will not stop eating grass. I don't understand. Like, he's addicted to it. Anyways, I'm sitting out here getting some work done before I go work out. My stomach's still a little full from my breakfast, so I want that to digest a little bit more before I get a full workout in, just because I hate working out when I have a full stomach. It's just uncomfortable for me. So I'm getting some work done, doing some stuff for some fun special projects. I have a couple special projects coming this year and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Oh, there's been a lot of work going into it, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. But yeah, just trying to get as much work done as I can on the weekends because that's the most productive time that I have. All right, so we're going to finally start working out. I'm doing this a bit later. I just got a little sidetracked before I came in here. My friend here on YouTube, Sophie, she goes by Just Doing This Now. I highly recommend her channel if you guys check it out. She does some mostly CrossFit stuff, but she just uploaded a video talking about her fertility journey, and I was like tearing up the whole time. It was a nice, very beautiful video. I highly recommend you guys go check it out. So I watched that for a while just because, you know, I support them. I'm so happy for them and I really hope it works out for them. And yeah, so I just got a little bit distracted by that. We're going to now do a workout. I'm starting a little bit of a different track. I saw a new physiotherapist this past week. And she does weightlifting and CrossFit, so she can help me a lot more with my recovery with my shoulder, which is really nice. I mean, my physiotherapist before could help me like so much, and they do like, you know, only to an extent, but they don't do CrossFit and they don't do like weightlifting like I do. So it was a bit hard for them to find, like, pinpoint the little issues. So I moved on to this new one. I was a little nervous to see her at first just because I was nervous that she would be like, sorry, like can't do very much about it kind of thing. But it was actually a really positive experience, and we're kind of starting a new road to recovery for my shoulder. So I'm excited just because it's been a bit rough. So I have my exercises here. I have a couple of them that I need to do like isolation work kind of thing, just working on the strength in my shoulder. And then she also gave me some stuff that I need to work on, like EMOMs. So EMOMs, like, of course, are such a great way to train and get better at skills. And so we're gonna work on a lot of strict skills first. So we're gonna work on some pull-ups. We're gonna work on some basic cleans, really lightweight, keeping it under like 100 pounds, and just kind of working that in an EMOM with other things to see kind of where my shoulder tends to tire out. So that is pretty much the issue. is that when I'm working out, in the beginning, I don't really have issues with my shoulder hurting. It's more when I start to get tired and fatigued, I'm not engaging the muscles the same. So we need to kind of see if we can kind of pinpoint the time where my shoulder starts to give out, if we can kind of strengthen those muscles so that it doesn't give out as easily. It's kind of hard to find when you do CrossFit just because it's so varied, it changes up all the time. So we're just trying to see how long it can last and how much we can strengthen it to last a little bit longer so that in a workout it's just not going to give up and I'm not going to end up compensating with it, because that's the problem, is I tend to compensate, I tend to shift awkwardly with my shoulder to protect it. But yeah, so we're gonna work on some of that stuff. So today, actually, we're gonna start with a 10-minute EMOM. We're gonna do 4 ring rows for 1 minute, 3, and then 3 single light power cleans. So that's what's on the agenda for today. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get it started. I'm gonna get it warmed up first though. We gotta do some of our exercises to warm up the shoulder and all that jazz. Let's get into it.
If I should stay or be alone, won't you make up your mind?
Honestly, that exercise is just some T-spinal work. That one kills me every time. It is so painful, and it's just lying on a ball and just like kind of stretching over it. It always gets me, man. That hurts so bad.
My intuition says to give you up, but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, and I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. I'm just waiting for the fight, but you won't even try to survive. You would rather keep it all inside, and I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow.
Workout is all done, and it was a sweaty one. I'm getting close to my period too, so my endurance like really falls back quite a bit. It's completely normal, and also just my breathing is not the same as, you know, other times in my cycle, I guess you can say. So that was a bit of a rough one just because I've been working on endurance a bit. This wasn't a super hard workout, but when you're getting close to your period, it feels pretty hard. So that is done. I'm done. My shoulder's feeling a bit like meh right now, just because they're not new exercises. It was actually the first time I did cleans since I did the open, I believe. I don't think I tried it since the open. Pretty sure it's the first time I've done cleans since the open, and it was a bit odd. I went up to 105 because I don't have change plates to make it to 95. So I went up to 105, which was fine. I did singles. The first time I did it, I brought it down and she didn't want me to bring it down. I was like, oops, I forgot. So I ended up just doing singles of that at 105, and then I just did some ring rows, and that went pretty well. I also did my, like you guys saw my little exercises there. I also warmed up on top of that, but I wanted to show you guys some of the exercises that I'm doing. So I'm starting to slowly add in some of these exercises, trying to like slowly build up that shoulder. We don't want to do any insanely dynamic kind of movements like toes to bar, like a lot of like fast movements. Like we don't want to bring the bar down, we don't want to do toes to bar, we don't want to do any kipping things like that. We want to do everything strict right now. A lot of just getting that better control in the shoulder. So you guys saw one of my exercises, I'm just doing this, and it's just to be able to engage the shoulder and not engage my lower back, because when I get tired, I automatically engage my lower back, or when I start to fatigue, it's like my lower back starts to compensate and I start to go with that, which I've had issues with before. So we want to make sure that we're not always just engaging that lower back, and we're keeping things isolated just up here and doing like little movements like that. And honestly, those are actually really hard, because when you're not used to engaging those muscles, man, it really shows sometimes. Also, I forgot to mention, we literally just did an updated gym tour. If you have not seen it, I'll have it linked above or whatever for you guys to check it out, or it's like the last video on my channel. Anyways, we did an updated gym tour, and with my recovery, it's important that I have lighter weights. And we only had like a set of 10-pound dumbbells. We also had one 15-pound kettlebell, but then between the 10 dumbbells, we had only 35, like there was nothing in between the 35 dumbbells and the 10, so it was hard to do some recovery work. But then I went to Costco, and if you guys know and you're trying to get gym equipment, it's impossible to get by right now. So I was at Costco, and they had Hex dumbbells for sale there, which they have been selling out like crazy. I've been trying to keep an eye out every time we go, but haven't found them. And then just happened to be walking by and I saw them and I was like, oh my God. So I like freaked out and I bought them. They were like $270, but we got a lot. We got a set of 10s, 15s, 20, 25s, and 30s. So we got a bunch more dumbbells. So we even updated our gym even more. Like, this is amazing. It ended up coming to $1.35 a pound, which is actually really cheap here because a lot of equipment has been going for $2 a pound, if not $2.50 a pound, which is absolutely insane. And they even said like on the thing that you can only buy like one of these, like you can only buy like one set because people have been buying them out like crazy and like upselling them like crazy. So it felt so good to finally get myself a pair of lighter dumbbells that are not 10 pounds or 35 pounds, some 15s, 20s, 25s. It's nice to have those. So I'm really excited about that, and we updated the gym just a little bit more. I have changed into my garden clothes, which is just a pair of leggings and a big t-shirt. I got some mangoes here. This is my post-workout snack treat. Absolutely love them. If you're not following me on Instagram, I actually talked about mangoes and how diet culture sucks around them. If you're not following me on Instagram, you guys should definitely check it out. I absolutely love dried mango, and I'm falling in love with them again because I used to think that they were so bad for me and that I would become really, really fat eating these, which is ridiculous to think about for dried mango. Anyways, if you eat anything in excess, of course, it can make you gain weight. However, not eating in excess, having it as a treat, absolutely love this as a good snack. So just having some dried mango, literally my favorite. This is my favorite brand. The mango in this brand is just so sweet and I absolutely love it. Anyways, that's besides the point. We gotta go outside and get some gardening done. I'm excited. I had to move inside because there's a bit of a breeze outside and it was just gonna be too loud and you guys wouldn't have heard me. Anyways, so what I was trying to say outside is that if you guys have been following me for a while now, last year, almost a year ago when we moved into this house, it was at the end of the summer. The previous owners had burnt the grass completely, like it was just completely fried, and they must have put a treatment on it or something and didn't water it, and we were in a drought, and so it just completely destroyed all the grass. And we don't have great ground here. Like when they built this house, it was not well, like the landscape just wasn't done well. So last year we managed to get some of the grass back in the front, but we're trying to recoup some of the grass back. So I've been seeding, putting a lot of dirt down like crazy, and that is what I'm working on right now, is trying to get the grass back as much as possible. And then we're going to have to probably put some treatment on it to get rid of some of the weeds, because some of the weeds are just super, super invasive. But yeah, we've also been working on the garden a lot. I gotta take this off because I can't garden with this. But let me go show you. Hopefully the wind won't be too loud and you guys can hear me when I explain everything. So a lot of this, as you guys can see, is super like burnt. Like it's just like there's nothing there. There's no nutrients in the ground anymore. Here's a spot where I completely just seeded it like crazy. You can see some grass coming in some parts. Completely seeded it, added a lot of dirt, and I need to water it right now. But you see there's seed on top, and you can see there's some pieces of grass coming in slowly. You guys can kind of see where we managed to bring in most of the front of the lawn here. There's still tons of little patches that we gotta fix though. Also along the house here, we're going to end up digging this up because it's completely destroyed. We're just going to dig up the ground here and add in some flowers here to make kind of like extend the flower bed from the front of the house to the side here. We completely replaced all the mulch, so we're waiting to do mulch along here. This is also another spot that I've fixed. You guys can see that I put some dirt over, added some seed. This is actually a pee spot from the dogs, so we're trying to fix that. That's even harder to fix. So as you guys can see, our grass is super patchy. I'm trying to get it to grow in as much as possible. It's still pretty early in the season. A lot of the grass is still growing in. It's still not long enough to cut it, but we're getting patches done, and hopefully once we're able to cut it and then just kind of regrow some of the spots, add some more dirt into the different areas, it will definitely help it grow a lot more. It's like I said, it's still early, so I have to be a little bit patient, which I'm really not patient, but I have to be a little more patient to let the grass grow in a little bit more. And one last thing is we built this garden. We had this little bed in the back for a while now, and we have a garden that we're going to have, and we just did the sides there, and then we have our bird feeder. I'm in the midst of gardening, but I'm going to end off the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. It really does help the channel a lot. And of course, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. You guys know where it is. And don't forget to be unstoppable, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Cold inside like windshield leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night.